How to get food as a miner who can't drive. I'm overseas with my older adult sibling who sleeps really long and is unresponsive to me all day. And only eats one meal late at night. So I'm left hungry the whole day. I have tried to tell him that I'm hungry, but he asks me to walk to the grocery store restaurant to buy food. But it's more than an hour of walking one way. I'm also unfamiliar with the area. My parents, who are on the other side of the world, tells me to just bear with it as they are afraid of telling my older sibling what to do as well. There was one time when I yelled and said I was too hungry. He drove me, sat me down at the restaurant and bought me 3 big portions and forced me to finish it all. I couldn't and I was crying and was half puking. He yelled at me in the restaurant and told me to never tell him that I'm hungry again since I am obviously not hungry enough. Edit. Thank you all for your help. My parents did not allow transactions outside of my home country. I told them to check and I can now order food. Thank you all. I did not know that was an option and neither do my parents. He's not on drugs or alcohol. He spends most of his days sleeping and gaming. He has lived apart from us for some years, so we did not know about his living habits. I'm also only in this country until early August, so this isn't a permanent situation. But still, thank you. I'm surprised there's so many responses. To answer some of your questions. I'm 14. I come from a country that's usually at the top of the safest countries. And now I'm in one that's not exactly safe, and people have told me how I seem to lack safety awareness, which was the main reason I was uncomfortable walking the route. Another edit. My brother is in the country as an international student. And he is refusing to work after graduation. So he's waiting out for his STEM OPT to expire and probably get deported back. My parents sent me here thinking that he would bring me around and visit attractions. Not lay around in his room. I don't have access to a kitchen as it's just a rented room. I would call him a hikikomori in my country. I don't know what this would be in English. At least that's what he seems to be turning into. Why can't your brother buy you a couple of sandwiches and fruit for the next day when he's buying the evening meal? Why are you even in your brother's care? What country are you in? How long until you will be reunited with your parents? Only practical alternative for you would be public transit if possible. Otherwise, you'll have to walk. Dude. Also, your sibling is a fucking asshole. Holy shit. Why did your sibling agree to be your legal guardian if they didn't want to do the number one most basic act of providing food for you? Don't buy a meal. Get a week's worth of groceries. Write out a list of what you think you'd need for a week that you can fix. Cereal, milk, bread, deli meat, canned fruit and vegetables, soup, etc. I think you need to talk to your parents again. This is neglect, and the thing he did with forcing you to eat is abusive. IDK. What's going on with him? Depression, drugs, alcohol. But whatever it is, he's not really in a place to be responsible for a minor. In the meantime, can you walk to the grocery store with a backpack or bag? And use the cash to buy easy-to-make items that don't require refrigeration, like ramen noodles, cans of soup, instant oatmeal, peanut butter, crackers, etc. And bring back enough in your bag for 2 meals a day for a few days. We can't help you without knowing what country you're in. You said the nearest grocery store was an hour walk. Well, that sucks. But you can walk an hour if the alternative is starving. Do you have a backpack or suitcase? Bring it with you and buy yourself things you can store and cook. Shelf-stable items. Soups. That sort of thing. I am sincerely concerned for you. Your brother's behavior is not normal. What country are you in? We can try to find a hotline for you to call. Any neighbors around your age? Perhaps with parents that could help. What country are you in? You need to answer this so people can give actual useful advice. Your sibling is abusing you. Willfully denying you food at home and publicly embarrassing you when you complain is criminal behavior. Call the police. They need to have a stern word with both your horrible brother and your cowardly, negligent parents. You need to shop and cook food for yourself. Bus or taxi or walk to store. Carry it back. Cook it and eat when you want. Your brother should be taking you to the store. Another possibility is to try to meet your neighbors. Overcome the communication barrier somehow. Offer to buy cooked food from them. The person cooking, usually the woman, could make an extra portion of everything and you could pay for it. They might even let you eat with them. What country are you from? What country are you in? Ring the embassy of the country you are from. Tell them you are a minor from that country, stuck in this country, and that you have no access to food or money. Can they help? I can guarantee you your parents will find a solution once they get a phone call from an embassy official. Sounds like my childhood. Call the police and get out. I know that sounds extreme, but you're being neglected and it's not going to change. I'm really sorry you're going through this. And there are people who care and can help. You could try DoorDash or Grubhub. Do you have a PayPal or credit card? Or do you only have cash? You are being both neglected, lack of food security, and abused force feeding to teach you a lesson. Please find a safe adult. If it's a neighbor or a counselor or a teacher or anyone you can contact. Please also have the police and whatever child protective services equivalent is around you contacted as well, either by a safe adult or yourself. Your parents are not taking care of you. And if they're afraid of your brother, then they are not safe and trustworthy. This is unacceptable and you really and truly need very real help. Please try and get it. Why isn't OP answering any of these comments? IDK, it makes it seem as if their post is exaggerated or not actually that serious. HRM. This sounds suspicious. Needs more info. Bike. The fuck are your parents doing? Why the fuck aren't they caring for you? How old is your brother? I'm guessing you're not in the UK. So you can't just get delivery from the supermarket website. What you need to get is a bicycle with a basket. Try and find local schemes where they are cheap or free, or check Facebook Marketplace. Also get a big backpack. Then you can get food for yourself once a week and not be hungry. Your sibling is actually abusing you. So you do need to speak to an adult you trust. Maybe a teacher. However, this can take time and you need food now. So try and acquire a bicycle. Call the equivalent of child services where you are. Do you have a bike or bike hire near you? That would be good. Send me a message if you need any help with choosing a bike. Do you have a public transit card? I see that you only get cash. Can you buy cards online and get them delivered? Country would be nice to know, or region if you are okay with that. Edit O, and you definitely need to find a child protection services number. Why can't your brother buy you any food you can make at home? Like a sandwich or a microwave meal or SMTH. He sounds abusive. That sucks, but it sounds like you're gonna have to suck it up and walk. You don't have to go every day. Bring a backpack or bag and get stuff for the week. Sorry, your family is full of assholes.